want to talk about dads with patience. My dad has probably, with me, had to have more patience. I remember one time got into archery, and of course, whenever you shoot archery, you need a backdrop, something to shoot into. And a really good thing to use is a bale of cardboard. They bale them up at the grocery stores, and they have bales of cardboard. And the one we were using out at my friend's house was getting pretty ratty from the rain and stuff. It was pretty much falling apart. And so I asked him if we could borrow his trailer and go pick up another one from the grocery store, pick up a bale of cardboard. And he's like, sure, no problem, we'll do that. And so we hooked up the trailer. He had a little utility trailer that he had for years that he used for all kinds of stuff. Not an ounce of trouble with that utility trailer. So we go over to the grocery store and we back in there, and they've got several bales of cardboard sitting there. So my dad goes to back up to one and that's on the ground, and I said, yeah, holy cow, that thing's going to be heavy. And I said, why don't you back up to the ones that are stacked too high, back your trailer up alongside there, and what we'll do is we can just roll the top bale, roll it off, get behind it, give it a push. I can do it by myself. Just give it a push. I'm not going to have to fall that far. Just give it a push and drop it down into that utility trailer. Now, mind you, this utility trailer was great, but I mean, it wasn't like a real beefy trailer. And my dad was like, man, Travis, I don't know. I would rather just, if you and me could just pick up one of those bales and roll it up into the trailer, I would rather do it that way. And I said, like, come on, Dad. Just you know, why do you got to make everything so hard? Why do you got to do things the difficult way? You can't ever do anything the way I want to do it. It's always got to be the way you want to do it. So I complained, and so he gave in, and knowing it probably wasn't a good idea, he gave in. And so he backed up in there next to those bales of cardboard, backed up along there, and the thing had to weigh, I don't know, a couple 300 pounds. It was heavy. So I get behind that top bale and I give it a heave and roll it off into the trailer, and it plopped down inside of that trailer. And when you know it, it hit and snapped the axle on that trailer. I was like, oh my gosh. My dad, of course, he was like, well, tried to tell you that probably wasn't the best idea. Of course, my response was, well, you're the older, wiser one. You should have brought that up. You should have said, well, what if it breaks the axle? Well, what if it... Of course, he was like, oh, my fault. Always ends up his fault. Everything was always, well, you should have this, you should have that. You should have told me that could happen. That story comes up at least every single time we get together as a family. That story comes up about that incident. But God bless him, he was patient. We just drug the trailer back to the house, and the house wasn't that far, so we just drug it. By the time we got home, the axle was all ground off on the end, and he was able to fix it. But yeah, I'll never forget that incident. And man, he was really patient that day.